So the topic for tonight is, let me put it in there. Why does the H-Town Vet Block Party include so many 100% disabled veterans? Let's talk about it. We're going to get to it. And we have the family in here tonight. The first person in the house was Brother Charleston and MG Smith in the house. And we're going to get to your information. Betty Bops is here. Then we have Jay Oliver in the house. Thank y'all for your patience. And Coasty's here. And Rose City D. So everything is well. So let us continue, family. And thank y'all for your patience. And what we're going to cover, the objectives tonight are going to dealing with some of the issues, people who have gotten blocked and will continue to get blocked, people that have hidden motives or no clear agenda for the channel. Now, you don't have to have a motive. You don't have to have an agenda. You don't have to have clear motives if you're not chatting. But if you are actively involved with the group, it's going to come out whether you believe that to be the truth or not. Attention seeking, not supporting the group, but you're looking for personal attention. Treating 100% rating as an exclusive club. Now, we do refer to it as the Hondo Club, which is okay, but acting like you're the only one that could be in there and you don't want to see nobody else in the group. That's a problem. Imposters, people pretending to be experts, people pretending to be victims, playing victim, people that are catfishing, term where pretending to be people that they are not. Now, next, promote unity, then derail the conversation. In other words, people that come in pretending that they're here as for support, and when actuality they're opposition, or they come in and derail this what we're doing, or try to. Triggered by H-Town success. So we're going to talk about these things tonight. So thank y'all for being here. We're going to get to it. And we're focusing on those that are 100%. The reason being, I'm 100% myself, but it could be anybody that does this. But in particular, dealing with those that already have the benefits, they wouldn't really have any need if they feel like they got everything they deserve to even bother with the channel if they don't like what we're doing here. So why would they do that? What is the purpose of that? We're going to talk about it tonight. Why would somebody that already have their benefits, if they feel like they got it, why would they have time to be bothering what's going on here? It's specific reasons, and we're going to go into detail about it tonight. It's dealing specific with people 100%. Number one, the hidden motives. Individuals that come in, and they may not be 100% yet, but when they get it, from my experience, these tend to be the people that have their own agenda. They say they for the group because they're trying to get what they want. They can't say, in their opinions, they can't be straight up. My motives, I make them clear to you because it's of no benefit to me for you to lie, for me to lie to you. Okay, hidden motives, number one. Okay, well, for a lot of people, they feel like, well, if I be honest, I can't say I'm here to sabotage the channel, or create chaos. They can't say I'm here because I want to get my personal benefit out of it, and I could care less about anybody else. This is what a good percentage, maybe 20 to 30% of the people or more, are here, the ones that interact in the chat. That's what they're here for. They say, I'll play along, I'll agree to the rules, but they have them fingers behind their back saying, I gotta listen to him. I'm not in school. I don't have to follow no rules. I'm 100%. Okay, like that's some get out of jail free card. So people are not going to be honest. They're just going to lie. So the motives, they're going to reveal themselves over time. Now, some people, you say, well, they don't never come out. Well, they don't say nothing. They don't come and be disruptive. Really ain't got no hidden motives. Some people may need time to get to know who they're dealing with. And then that's okay. This is a cool place to be. Like Brother Charleston, I often bring up. He said, hey, I didn't know what H-Town angle was. So I stood around and paid attention. And he said it became clear to him that I didn't have any other angle than what I was talking about. Well, that's not true for most people. Most people, they'll put on a good show because they have hidden motives. And it takes a while for you to figure out what those motives are. Okay? And Betty Bot say hello to all. Yeah, I'm going to go back over y'all chat. I kind of got started. We're going to get that. We're going to edit that first part out of the video. Now, okay. They don't have a clear agenda. Let's talk about what we were saying. Hidden motives. No clear agenda. All right. Here at the H-Town Vet, is our agenda clear here? Or is our agenda of what we're trying to do, is it clear to y'all here? And you can even let me know what you believe the agenda to be. Is H-Town Vet clear with his agenda? But a lot of people, when they're so-called helping veterans, or people that say they come in because they're trying to be supportive, is that the case? Are we clear here with our agenda? Yes or no? Number 2, attention seekers. Attention seekers are people that got to be the center of attention, got to pivot attention toward themselves or whatever they said. So, okay. So we're clear. Okay. Yep. Okay. We're clear about what the agenda is. Go ahead. I'm going to give it a second. Let me go back a minute. We'll go back to that. Are we clear about what the agenda is? And I would take it even farther. Are we clear about what the agenda and what we expect from you? Okay, we're clear about the agenda. All right, let's get to it, family. Now, so we say we're clear about that agenda. Number 2, Rose City D say we're clear about the agenda. Number 2, attention seeking. Okay, the issue is with individuals, eventually they're going to show what their true motives are, and many times their goal is to get attention. So we're crystal clear. We go over it, and you notice having nobody else, our agenda is clear here, okay? So, but when I'm dealing with a lot of people, some people, they're not clear about what the agenda is. So that's why I make sure I'm like that, so I can't hold them accountable if I'm not. Number 2, attention seeking. Some individuals are just around for attention. Or, yeah, hey, I'm here, this is happening. That's happening. Oh, I'm glad to see y'all, They start off that, they come on strong like they'll love you all night long, like it's going out of style, as the country song say, and then they'll leave you with a smile. Attention seekers. So the 3rd one, here we go. The ones that treat it like it's an exclusive club. Only people that are 100% are allowed. No, that's not the case here. Your rating does not dictate. You don't even have to be service connected. But because it's based on a percentages, people act like I'm better than you because I got a higher rating than you. No, the scale is a function of your disability level. Matter of fact, the more disabled you are, the higher your percentage. It doesn't mean you're better than anybody else. So they want to say, well, I got mine and I don't want to see other people getting theirs. And some of you don't believe this, and some of you going to be led astray. Some of you still talking to people behind the scenes, because and it's going to come out on the channel. Watch what I tell you. You ain't gonna know it until you get blocked, because of the fact that we should be here trying to make, number one, make sure we handling business, make sure we doing what's supposed to do, and that's bring the channel up. And at the same time, we growing. So exclusive club. So when people put barriers in front of what we're trying to do, they're not necessarily disrupting me, because I could just block them, but they're disrupting the whole flow of what we're trying to do, because they're not getting what they want. All right. Well, they already got their 100%. So in many cases, we're dealing with people that's already got their benefits while they do it. So we have an open invitation. Everybody's welcome to get to be here. Everybody's welcome to get an increase. We'll help you do what we need to do. There are no gatekeepers here. We don't. Let me give me something to drink here, fam. We don't say you got to like me in order to get help. No, that's not the case. Give me a second. All right, family, we're back here. So to join the club, there's no special fees. Remember, there's no hidden motives. Here's the thing now. You really can't chat until I open it. Well, the people here can chat, but new people coming in can't chat yet, because I still have some people that I got to get out this chat room. You know, it's still some things got to be done, because like I say, people cannot help themselves. They're going to show who they are. Now, number 4, imposters. Whoever saw the show Get Smart, when they had spies and imposters, whoever seen the movie Imposter with Gary Sinise, the imposter. In this movie, the aliens would mimic human beings, right? They would be everything, but they'd actually be like sleeper cells. They didn't even know that they were pretend to be people. So they would catch you, take you out, and they would have a replica of you. That replica take you out, and then they would get inside the military, government, military, in the military, inside engineering, different things to try to do that. We have people that are going to come through online. This is an open forum. Some people say that they veterans are not in veterans. Another reason people get blocked is because they're imposters. They say they're 100%, but they're not 100%. All right, they say they're 100%, and they are 100%, or they say they know how to help people. And another thing is they say they're 100%, and they out here catfishing. We got about the one, Mr. Know-It-All. He pretended to be about 3 different females and came back as another female to see my response. And when I they read my face, they amuse that when they're going to come back with that female later. A female that's been around, familiar. Yeah, they doing that. They didn't do it on the live stream. They did it on the when I was doing videos during the daytime. They want to test it out where they didn't get embarrassed. But I'm watching you. Yes, indeed. You develop a pattern when you are a person that is a catfisher, pretending that's a person pretending like they're somebody else and getting people to meet them places. Then they totally different from the person they represented themselves as. And that's like clickbaiting, whatever. People that pretend that like to play the victim. This is a big thing that's an issue, because of the fact people would, about 3 or 4 times, people talking about crisis. After that second time I ignored it, they just stopped doing it. Oh, you heard what they said over here? I already said this is not the place. You got to go seek treatment or help outside of here, because it don't make sense to keep doing that here. And at least 2 different people did this. Okay? Yeah, dude looks like a lady. I think that was a song. What's the name? Charlie Daniels had a song about Houston, Texas, about him and his friend going to a bar and his friend was dancing with a woman. He said, "Hey, man, I think I need to tell you something about it." They was in the wrong bar. Another one, the expert. Now let's talk about the expert, because people can have expert knowledge. It's going to be harder to fake being knowledgeable. There are some people that do it, but the issue with the expert, what makes them an imposter, is not necessarily being without knowledge. Let's explain. That help people with their benefits, because Mr. Know-It-All was very knowledgeable. Have people here now that are knowledgeable, but their knowledge comes at a cost. You're gonna have to, okay, I'm gonna give you this knowledge, but then you're gonna have to let me act a fool. And some of the people that's been the most disrespectful is people that have donated and given knowledge, because they think that gives them a free pass. You don't get no free passes here. So knowledge is a prerequisite. So they may be knowledgeable, all right, because there are people that are knowledgeable. That don't mean that they have good motives. That don't mean that they're about doing right. The problem is they can't consistently be professional. Okay, here's the thing. I'm gonna sit here. We're gonna have our business. I'm gonna talk and have fun. But when it comes to giving you the information, we don't play about the true information. If I don't know something, you'll know I don't know something. But if a person can come in acting like they're an expert, then start coming in and being disrespectful in the chat, clowning, acting a fool, put out, they're liars, they put out false information. So all what the Bible says, if a righteous man turn from his righteous ways, all of his righteousness is forgotten. So if I catch you in a lie or two, all right, if I catch you in a lie or two, how can I know is anything you telling me true? Huh? That's a blues song. Accountability. Not gonna be accountable for nothing. They'll come up here thinking they showing out, and they'll think they're cutting up, and like they'll but when they say, hey, you told us this here, what about that? They have nothing to say, no accountability. What good is their expertise if they can't be held to that? You can come, this is an open chat. You can tell me, hey, H-Town, what about this? And I'm gonna tell you what I know. And if something I say is wrong or not totally clear, I'm gonna let you know, oh, I was wrong about that. Verify information. They're not gonna want you to verify information. Yeah, I got my 100%. Well, it's easy. Well, how did you do it? Well, it's not hard, man. Just go this. They're not gonna tell you because they don't want you to have it. They want to be the only one in the club. Verify that information. Number 5, derail. This is a big issue. Understand, when people are trying to derail the channel, they don't come in trying to derail. All right. Nobody see the train going off the tracks until right before it's going off the track. Nobody really noticed that the Titanic was about to sink until it ran into the iceberg when they couldn't maneuver. Okay. Everything was quiet and peaceful before that. Let's talk about it. So they're derailing. So we could be in there conversating, having our information, taking everything, chopping it up, and everything's cool, right? And then they talking offline, chatting about what's going on, laughing because H-Town stupid. Yeah, we able to talk to each other. Some people might already know each other offline, know each other. And they like, oh yeah, we got him. And not knowing, I can tell when you're talking offline, because a lot of times they get anxious and they confess it right here. All right. Now, what does it do? They come in and start disrupting the channel because they feel like they have power. They can talk offline, or they can just do it on their own where they're disruptive, and they've tested in several ways. And then they run out the room. Then they'll come back. So the whole goal is to sabotage the communication of what we're doing and the flow of the channel. So understand, well, H-Town, why don't you just ignore them? You can't ignore stuff that is disruptive to your brand, to your channel, because other people are going to be watching. When there's a weed, it starts off as one. You got to pull that thing up. And it may not be easy. It might be by itself coming out some concrete, or it might grow in. After a while, they'll grow in with all the good plants. This time, the people and things, they contaminate good water that's needed to have healthy growth. All right, so our goal is to keep unified and make sure the channel, we together, we have this circle, and people really can't do that. They don't know how to do it. So they come here, bringing their ways here. Now, so my question to you, what do you want? Now, remember I said being honest? Be honest. I'm going to tell you the truth. If you say, which one are you? Do you come in for chaos or do you come in for order? Put in the chat. And if you don't put nothing in the chat, I'm assuming I know what it is. The boards are up there. Let us know. Why do you come here? Which one you think is what you expect at the channel, chaos or order? So we can get the information out, or you just come for the fun. You come for the drama. That's chaos. Let us know. Do you come here for chaos or order? Let us know. And if you don't say nothing, I know where you stand. So that's why you'll know when you are here. I come here for order. My sister Linus, we are here. Sister, I'm so happy to hear from you. Everybody show my FBA sister love. Now, I know her. We know each other outside of this here, but guess what? You know, just kind of on the outside, I think I remember seeing her in the other chat room, but she ain't bringing no confusion from nowhere else. We here, she handling the business. So it's all right to know people, but don't let that communication mess up your hustle. Now, what do y'all come here for? Do you, Rose City D say he come here for order? Do you come here for the drama? Now, it's going to be a little drama from time to time. We understand. Or you come here for order. MG Smith say come for order. Jay Oliver say come for order. Now, Linus of Videography says, hey, everyone, show love to my sister. H-Town, I come here for order. I got to set the tone. Order, I need that. Come on now. Betty Bob say order. I remember, I think it was Coasty or our sister Bionic Woman said, Bionic Woman, I think, or both of them said it. Hey, we followed, or was it Jay Oliver, MG Smith? I forget who. They say, hey, we followed rules in the military. Jay Oliver say order, and they said hi to Linus. Our sister says, so good to hear from you too. Oh, a blessing. And they say hi to each other. Now, here's the thing. Now let us continue. Now, here's the last one. See, we got through this real quick. Haven't been but 32 minutes. The sixth thing that get people blocked from the channel, especially those that have their complete rating, because they feel like they can let their hair down. They can just go ahead and show who they are. Okay? What is the sixth thing? The sixth thing that get them blocked? H-Town success. Okay? It bothers people that H-Town is able to have over 2,000 subscribers. Well, only 90% of YouTubers don't never make it to 1,000 subscribers. H-Town done doubled that because of your help, because of my hard work, and because we doing this thing and we clearing out. Well, look, we clearing out all the trash. Then they say we need order around here. All right, remember that. So when I have to put that order into place, you know what it is. Come on, fam. So this is very important. We trying to get out of the crab in the bucket, all the fish in the fishbowl mentality. We trying to rise above all that because people need help, veterans and non-veterans. So when we make 2,000 subscribers, boy, they went off the chain. They started attacking not just the chat, my channel, everything else. But no sweat. And we thank y'all for helping us get into that 2,000 subscribers. Now, listen, so understand that when some people, they are in a desperate situation, they don't have their benefits or they don't have what they need. Once you help them get what they need, a lot of people feel like, hey, I got mine. I don't want nobody else to advance but me. So I'm going to burn this bridge. I'm going to sabotage this channel because we don't want to see nobody else have it. So that's why you'll see people, their main motives is money, which is okay, but just be real about it. If you're not here for the fellowship, the communication, the growing together, once you get what you want, that's enough. Just keep it pushing. You don't even have to respond anymore. But they can't let that go. As my grandmother would say, that's too much like right. Because I'm going to drag you. I'm going to expose you. All right? You up here clowning, you're going to get exposed. Now, my main goal is to help veterans and non-veterans. Anything we can do to help you here, we going to do it. We are to pull each other up. Not to say I'm only going to help people that stroke my ego. This is the reason that many people cannot have YouTube channels, cannot have things where they're helping other people because of the fact, oh, let me put my light on, because of the fact that it has to be, as Brother Jason say, a code of personality. So they have to be the individual that everybody worship. They have to be the individual that is all about them. No, we are here to help each other. Okay? I'm not here trying to get you to stroke my ego. I like people saying encouraging things. Now, let's see. Now, listen what our brothers say here. Brother Charles say, earning money, okay, but love of money is wrong. That's what the Bible says. The love of money is the fruit of all evil. Now, J. Oliver says, burning bridging often leaves you no escape route or a way to retreat during bad days. So the problem is we've been very supportive of each other, and I try to create an environment where, you know, we don't burn the bridges. OM say hello from Miami, Florida. We don't burn the bridges, right? Because you never know if you have to cross it again. So some of you, y'all come, y'all have stuff going on, y'all don't come back. I can't be like, well, y'all don't come, forget y'all then. You know, like when guys trying to talk to women, hey, what's going on? And she said, oh, how you doing? You know, or they don't speak because they got something else going on. Well, you know, then they start talking crazy to them. No, you don't burn no bridges. She may not have heard you. She may not feel comfortable talking to you in the environment she's in. Yeah, you might mess up a good opportunity. Just speak and keep it moving. Might be thinking about something, and that goes for both genders. So we here to lift everybody up. And people think, oh, nah, you don't mean that. Oh, we ain't gonna let it go like that. Yeah, you're gonna let it go like that because you're gonna be up out of here. Now, if you want to do something where you building things, you got to put in work. The reason I'm this way is because I'm putting in a lot of work. You know, that's why people telling me, hey, you need to hurry up, stop talking about that. Don't tell me what to talk about on my channel. I'm going to make sure this thing, you don't hardly hear me say mine. But when it comes to responsibility of the content put out, this channel is my channel. I don't come to your house telling you how to run nothing there. Speed up, let's get on this here and that there. Nah. Especially with that, that all due respect. Ain't no respect. Usually when you have to do that term, if you're going to give me all due respect, do that in the email. All right? Don't come on my channel talking in my chat, trying to show people I handled H-Town. Handle it yourself right up out the room. So this is a lot of work, a lot of effort. And if you want to do that, I'll do whatever I can to help you. If you want to start a channel, I got no problem. You got to have purpose. You got to have drive. You know, it took me a while. I had to study a lot. I was going to start it 2 years before I started it, but then life happened. Okay. So you got to put in the work. So I put in this work. I ain't got time for a whole bunch of playing games with people and foolishness. No. Now, first thing you got to think about what you want to do. First thing I did was thought. Okay, I say, what am I good at that I can contribute that other people are not contributing at that level? I want to bring my piece to the puzzle. You understand? So how can I help people? So I say I'm knowledgeable about helping veterans. I like helping people and supporting them. So this probably be a good thing. So let's see. I didn't want to go on, and then my daughter really motivated me. So I started off just doing it short videos, which I was okay with. But then she was like, I said, I can do live. I don't want to do live. I want to keep a low profile. But she said, no, get out there and look. The rest is history. Look at the good people that I've run into. You hear what I'm saying? Now, that's why, really, the people that are problems, they're not as big as problem that other people have, but I don't like no foolishness. They say that's kind of unrealistic. Well, it's going to be a realistic here because you're going to act like you got some sister. You gone. Now, see, because other people just ignore the garbage. You can't ignore garbage. It'll start smelling in your house. Now, come on. This is our sister said yes. Now, first thing you need to think about what you're trying to do. All right. Then analyze your situation of what you need to accomplish those goals. I realized I needed I thought about what I want to do. I told you some on veteran benefits, something I knew I could bring in from an educational standpoint, being a veteran myself and being an educator. So I say that's why I use slideshows and different things. It's because that's my training. Now, once I knew what I want to do, I analyzed how would I provide it. Well, I was going to do it through information technology, and I wanted my chat to be interactive. I saw other people do it to a small extent, but I want to make sure that people had a voice. The good thing is everybody can have a voice. The bad thing is everybody can have a voice. So I knew eventually that it was, the honeymoon phase would be over, and then we was going to have to adjust and redefine how we moved. Next thing was the planning. I planned it in such a way where that I was going to cover a lot of stuff about VA disability benefits. I was going to cover from the federal and state level, and I want to make sure that I did it where non-veterans are welcome too. All right. Now, then you got to try. All you people out there cutting up and hating, you got to try. You can't just do the planning stage. I'm going to be a rapper one day. No, you got to go out there, and with trying, there's going to be some failures. All right. But you got to remember, most inventors fail 80 to 90% of the time, if not more. All right. Try till you eventually you do it. So it ain't enough just to do it. I'm going up the step ladder here. You got to keep on doing it. And once you become consistent at completing the task, that's success when you can do it on a consistent basis. Family, what in y'all life that y'all want to do and you kept until you consistently did it and you was able to achieve it? What was that? I want to keep doing these live streams until they became, more successful. The channel grew, and I want to get that 1,000 subscribers, and we did it. All right. Thought about it until we were able to do it. Come on, let us know. Like I said, we thought about it first thing. Hey man, I want to get 1,000 subscribers. Well, how many? Then I looked at the analysis. How many? Actually, I'm going back over the chart here. How many YouTubers actually get there? Only about 9%. Okay, so what the ones that did get past 1,000 subscribers, what were they doing? Okay, I saw some of the things that Combat Craig was doing, other veterans was doing that was successful. It had more than 1,000 subscribers. Then I planned how I would implement what I was doing. Then I kept on going, kept on doing it, and now we're successful. And we'll continue to grow. Thank you, family. But I'm not sitting there hating on other people that are much more successful than me. But I'm getting what I need out the game. Now let us continue. Now, so I hope we covered the agenda tonight. So our main things, we're talking about the things, the road to the block party, people getting blocked. Hidden motives, one thing will get you blocked here, especially the people that get 100% that can just let it all hang out. These are the things that tend to get them blocked. Hidden motives are no clear agenda. Once you get 100%, people feel like they ain't got nothing else to achieve. Once you've met your goals in life, what keeps you motivated now? Okay, so that's what happens in relationships. People are getting married. Well, we got the spouse, we got the children, we got the cars, we got the house. Now they start tearing down everything that they will build because they had no clear agenda. They had no clear motives. And that's what happened to a lot of people that come to the channel. They just here for the fun, and they say, I'm gonna get bored, and then I'm gonna just go and crash out on the channel because I got what I want. I hadn't heard that before. He said that before. I don't want to hear it. Number 2, attention seeking, not group support. If you're here for your personal attention, it's okay, but you shouldn't be chatting because it's going to cause problems. You're going to say and do things that's going to come across as kind of rude, offensive. That's why we're greeting. We have our sister Lioness coming here. I welcomed her. We have our different people that come from time to time. Dome, I welcome them. And they need to have a positive experience when they come here. But if we got attention seekers and people that are not group supported, you know, we used to have people really, they wouldn't speak to nobody but who they wanted to. And that was an issue. Now, treat 100% as an exclusive club. So once they've got the full benefits, they act like they the only ones can have it. They want to close everything behind them. Like we say, you can't burn the bridge because you might need the bridge. Then we talked about the experts, these fake imposters, because you can be knowledgeable about something, but if you don't have accountability for your actions, if you're a liar, how they know when you're telling the truth about something or lying? How they know if you're telling the truth but you're doing it in a very exploitive way? And watch people that are catfishing. These are the imposters that get blocked from the channel. Those that promote unity then derail the conversation. This is the biggest thing. They come up in here and they'll promote unity. Oh yeah, I'm with y'all. Then start saying, you know what? I think you need to do this different. I think you need to do that. And I think you need to do this. Boom, they up out of here. Just because you put a picture of a young, cute girl up there, which I know ain't you. No, ain't you. You a dude sitting up somewhere in a thong and sitting there trying to talk to me. Hiding your face. Weirdo. Now, triggered by H-Town success. Let me ask y'all this here. Have you ever had the issue, come on, I want you to be real with me, where somebody has been triggered by your success or you've been triggered by theirs? That was a guy that I grew up with, and I've never been a person that's really been jealous of people, but he was so much like myself, he kind of threw me off. This was, I was younger. I don't know, I was about 10 years old, and I'm like, everybody, he liked me and he was cool, but he was kind of had my personality, and I'm like, hold on, who's this dude? I wouldn't say I was jealous of him, but I was confused. But we ended up being the bestest friends. Cool. Must you always be the center of attention, H-Town? Did daddy not love you? Now, yes, I've faced envy before. And remember, jealousy meaning a person is jealous that you're trying to take something from them, like they woman, they man, they car, they house. And you got something that they want. Remember, people will, if you go to a pecan tree, you're going to see all kind of limbs and sticks hanging around because everybody like pecans. But you go to a China berry tree that don't bear fruit or grain or things like that, you're not going to see it. Nobody worry about no China berry. Everybody eat pecans. So when folks are picking at you, you got something that they want. All right? They like, hold on. If H-Town is here and he's getting these people attention, coaches say order. Yes, order is the word of the day. if H-Town is keeping their attention, I can do that because he's not that bright of a guy. He's speaking with this Southern accent. I can do what he do. It ain't about you doing what I do. It's what you doing that's the best of you. Because if your heart ain't in it, it's gonna show up. You're gonna get tired of it. You'll be helping people, and if you're not getting out of it what you want, or you present yourself in the wrong way, it's gonna be a problem. Yeah, and they can't help themselves. When they jealous of your success, they gonna show it. Now, why does the H-Town Vet Block Party include so many 100% disabled veterans? Was I clear? Did I get the information out clear? In other words, did we answer the question? A lot of them had these egos because I got mine, so I don't need to listen to them. But why are they here? So my question, did we answer that question? Yes, no, maybe. Did we answer the question? Put yes, no, or maybe in the chat. If we didn't answer, we will clarify it for you. We don't mind doing that. That's what we're here for, okay? Now, I've had people ask, hey, I didn't understand it clearly. Does the H-Town Vet Block Party, meaning when I block people, why does it include so many disabled, 100% disabled veterans? Did we answer the question of why that is? So Jay Oliver says, yes, I answered the question. We answered the question. MG Smith said we answered the question. Now listen, Charleston say, oh, block party, I get it. I thought was a block party with food, refreshments. No. Now you're gonna be late to, okay, so y'all get it. Yes, you get it. Now, and then Linus said, yes, sir, 100%. Now, it includes food for thought. Go ahead, Jay Oliver. It includes food for thought. Now, listen, I want y'all to understand something. By the very nature of it, it's going to really be people that you kind of like, that you had good memories with, okay? Because people that don't have any connection to the group, they're not going to be trolling for long. They just gonna get blocked. So people that come in and put themselves in the group, and they may start off with good intentions, they may be good people, but then start doing things that are counterproductive to the group. Tonight they gotta go. Now, envy and jealousy has no room in our lives. I am 57 years old, and I just don't have time for foolishness, and I wouldn't dare bring you, my wonderful family, here for a whole bunch of foolishness. And I'm not editing videos like that. If you have to edit videos and I'm trying to get them, because I was building up my case against them. So when I block people, ain't nobody, the email's still open. Now I had one I had to block from the email. But it wasn't because, well, not two. One I blocked because they was trolling in the email. The other one was just treacherous. I had to block them on my email, sending me slick stuff. I told them don't send, trying to send me stuff so they can try to get me in some confusion. Huh? Trying to play victim. You got to watch people. Huh? I didn't say nothing to them. I just blocked them. And people think H-Town wouldn't block them. Yeah, if it's not for the group.